Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Santa Fe. Got a broker open house this morning, which means it's not open to the general public, but just for brokers on tour. We have a tour every Wednesday for a different section of town. So it's kind of a fun way to get together and chit-chat with my colleagues and show them my new listing, which is how I'm going to be hosting the open house today. And it's up in an area called Monte, Sereno, which is a development that is just north of town. You can see I'm heading on 285 right now, out towards the Opera, and there's Avenida Monte Sereno. So it's a really quick trip from downtown. It's basically just up and over the hill, and you come back down to the valley here. If you go right, you head down into Tsuke Village Market's down there. That's a nice little pub slash pizza place slash eatery. And then El Nido's right down the street. And of course the Opera's out here too, so you're very close to the Opera. Monte Sereno came about back in the early 2000s. It's kind of its own separate deal for a while. And then once the city realized how many homes potentially could be built out here, they decided with the developers that it would be best for the city to annex all this property. And so now it's part of the city of Santa Fe and within the city limits. And in exchange for that, the developers got access to all city services. So sewer, water, electric, everything is on city services out here, which kind of makes this whole development particularly valuable. There's another one just in front of it, Sangre de Cristo Estates. Everybody up there is on private wells and or septic systems, crazily enough, and they're just like a mile up that way. So this is the main entrance. So consequently, there's no gates either. These are all public roads. So they did have to make some concessions to the city, and the city said you got to leave all that open. There are a few gates though. I'll take it back. Some individual homeowners have gated their driveways, and then where my listing is, it is tucked behind a gate where there's about 6 other properties at the very end of the road. So it's a dead end road. You wouldn't be going back there anyways unless you lived there or you were visiting. I'm pretty sure I've done a video out here before, but I can't remember. Anyway, that's that house right there, and then there's about 6 others are part of the compound, which was pretty successful. That was developed about 4 years ago, and they're kind of tighter, closer together, smaller lot sizes, and smaller homes too. Of course, those all sold out rather quickly. And now they're doing another one up the hill a little bit called the Enclave. Same general concept. And I think they've got 8 offer total. And there's only 3 left, I think. So there's a fair amount of construction going on up here as we speak. There's that one there, all the way up on the very top on Monte Sereno Avenue. Which I'll take a drive up there when I'm done with my open house, just to tail end onto this video so you can get a good sense of what's going on out here. But a lot of it is fairly built out. There's hardly anything for sale right now. My listing is the only one besides a brand new house that's up on the top of Monte Sereno Drive. That's a Dressel construction, so it's a super premium lot, and it's listed at $5 million, I believe. There's a brand new house right there too. Just finished that one. My listing, the house was built in 2014, so it's comparatively older than a lot of homes up here. And it's a little bit on the smaller side. It's 2,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms, and then it also has this office study. And I'm going to show you all of this in just a few minutes. Once I get set up and everything for the open house, I'm going to do a full tour of the house and tell you all about it. But for now, we're still in the subdivision, and you can start to see one of the main reasons why people like to live out here is because those views you get of the mountains are just absolutely spectacular. And they got a ton of snow out here when we had that storm last week, and there's still obviously a lot of it left, but you can also tell that these roads have been plowed. And that's probably something that's a result of the HOA. The HOA dues are, I think, like around $2,000 per year. It's a little bit different depending on where you are, but they do have common area landscape maintenance, and that would probably include snow plowing in the winter if needed. And it was probably needed after this last storm. So pretty soon I'm gonna be pulling up to the gate here, and then I'm gonna take a pause and get set up for my open house, and I'll be back in action to show the rest of the video. That house right there, straight ahead up on the peak, is under construction right now. That is gonna be just stunning by the time that is finished. I mean, their views are gonna be incredible. And then there's my listing right there. And the gate's open, wonderful. So here's the gate. I'm gonna park up here on the road because there's kind of limited parking available. So we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, back up at the top of the driveway here. So you'll come through that gate, which is normally closed, but I have it open right now for the open house. There's one neighbor that sits up here behind. Of course, that new house that I showed when we were first coming in. And then the property actually goes from the street here all the way over to that ridge. And then it follows that ridge down, 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 down into that area down there. And there's the house. And you can see behind the garage, there's another set of gates. That's your next door neighbor's driveway. And then their house, the neighbor's house, is down there. So this has a lot of privacy, but you're still like in this community area up here. And we're looking due east to the Sangre de Cristos. If you see that little dog leg in the snow up there, that's Gateway, which is a run at the Santa Fe ski basin. And just to the left of that is Baldy, which has a little bit of a brown spot on it, which I'm kind of surprised about since we had all that snow last week. But that's Santa Fe Baldy right there. That's 12,200 feet, so almost 13,000 feet on that one. And then that kind of gray area around in the middle, those are all aspens. Aspen Vista. And so of course in the fall, that's going to be bright yellow. It's just the views from up here are pretty amazing. But then this road goes down just dead ends. And I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 more houses down there. So let's head on down the driveway. See all this beautiful rock work over here on the left. There's a little bit of landscaping on this property, not a whole lot. It's pretty minimal. They do have a drip irrigation system, and they have some landscapers come like once every other week during the summer. It's pretty reasonable because there's just not a whole lot to do, but it still looks pretty beautiful. So down into the main parking area here. So you can slide over and park one car there. There's also room for another parking spot there, or it makes a good turnaround. And then of course you can pull directly into the two-car garage. That's going to take you around to the back of the house. Some more beautiful rock work here. And then we're going into the main entrance. So a couple of steps down. So it's got this really beautiful courtyard here and a set of gates. So if you have a small dog or something like that, that would work for this little place. There's a little fox that comes and visits. He's been caught on the security cameras a few times. He likes to hop into this. So now we come in. You can see that the house is basically sited to take advantage of the views of the mountains there. I don't have any lights on here, by the way, too. So wood burning fireplace in the living room. These big, beautiful windows. That opens up into the formal dining room, and then the kitchen. That is a gas fire pit. Really lovely. There's more seating area out here for outdoor dining. And then those French doors are from the primary bedroom, and those French doors are from the little office / study. So the hot tub, which is buried in snow right now. So again, pretty minimal as far as the landscaping goes. This is all natural, like juniper and pinon. Do have some drone videos up too, if you like to go take a look. Or actually, they're coming. Don't have them yet, but it shows a little bit more of the property and stuff like that. So, diamond plaster finish. So you can see it's got like that very smooth and shiny feel on the walls. Really tall ceilings. Gorgeous, big, huge vigas. This is very traditional Pueblo style in Santa Fe. When you see with the vigas and the brick floors. Great views out the dining room window too. Another little patio over here that has a gas barbecue. That's a direct line, so you don't have to haul in propane tanks. Kitchen, this big beautiful island. Wolf range. That's like professional chef level. There's 2 built-in ovens over there. One of them is a microwave, the lower one is the oven. And here you have a beautiful big pantry with some built-in shelves that go very high up. That's why you need that step ladder in there. Wine fridge, glass cabinets overhead. This is a kind of a back bar over here, so there's another sink, and that's my office setup for the day. Refrigerator, more cabinet space up above. And then your sink. It's a nice big sink. Dishwasher. So we'll check out the guest wing first. These are the only steps in the house. Laundry / utility room. It's got a sink too. Let's go in the garage since we're here. Oversized 2-car garage with backups, extra storage room beyond where this curb is here. These folks have 2 rather large vehicles and they fit in here no problem. Lots of beautiful firewood. Here's your mechanical room and all your services for internet, security, all that stuff. This is a pretty significant utility room here. There's a on-demand hot water And then there's also the boiler for the radiant in-floor heating and cooling. So that's pretty unusual. We're starting to see newer homes being built with radiant heating and cooling, but not very much. These folks retrofitted their older radiant in-floor heat system to attach the cooling to it. So it basically works exactly as it does in the heating, it's just cooling. So the floors get cool, the air stays cool, they turn a few fans on, and the house stays rather comfortable even in the summertime when it's hot out. Again, a very unique kind of situation, but these folks absolutely love it. There's a coat closet here by the front door. I should also mention that the whole entire house, this is basically a smart home. So the system is called Control 4. If you're familiar with smart home technology, Control 4 is a platform for controlling all your devices. So you could turn on lights, you could turn up the heat, you can monitor your security cameras, you have leak detection built in, all kinds of really useful things if you're not actually physically present at the house. So this is like a little small office area. Could be a guest room. It's really perfect as an office. And I just showed you the powder room. And then this goes into the primary bedroom here. So you've got these beautiful French doors. Very tall ceilings again. There's no Vigas in here, but beautiful tall ceilings. It's kind of an interesting shape. Really was probably born of the site more than anything else. You know, it's comfortable. It's not huge. It's not oversized. I would say that about this whole house. You know, it's 2,500 square feet, 2 bedrooms plus that little office. So it's really proportioned quite well. Also another wood-burning fireplace. They use both of these fireplaces, by the way. And then some more beautiful doors. These were custom made by La Puerta. La Puerta is a window and door manufacturing company down in the south, located in the south end of town on Highway 14. They do amazing, amazing work. We actually had our whole entire kitchen done by La Puerta and our front door too. So that's how I ended up convincing these folks to, when they wanted to add these doors on, to go to La Puerta. So 2 sinks set up, one over there, a little banco. Here's your closet, all kinds of nice built-ins. Oh, we switched over to tile floor here. Here's the tub. It's just gorgeous. I mean, look at those views. Separate toilet closet, and then this really cool shower. It's got that tiny little window there. It's got a little sit down. The hand shower and the, what do they call that? Drawing a blank. The rainfall effect. Anyway, that's about the whole house. This is listed on the market right now. If you go to pearsonkramer.com and click on featured listings, you can get all the details. If you'd like to see it, you can call me at 505-570-1422. Happy to arrange private showing.